Hi, my name is Nate Sprunger. I am a clinical educator here at PhilHour Motion Control. Today we're going to do a quick overview of one of our newly released products, which is the Motion Arm. Two different options. We have a Motion Arm ML, which is a manually locking elbow. We also have the EL, or electric locking elbow. I'm going to go ahead and unbox a brand new unit here and just show and talk about some of the features. First thing when I open up the box, I'm going to see my user manual, my process manual. I'm also going to get that Bluetooth certificate, which is going to have the serial number and also the pairing key to connect to that user interface. Looking in the box, I'm going to have the Motion Arm. Also going to have a temporary lamination collar, lamination dummies, charger, and some other accessories. I'm going to go ahead and get this box out of the way so we can talk about some of the important features of the Motion Arm. The Motion Arm, both ML and EL, do come with a 3000 milliampere internal battery, charged right here with a magnetic charger. Simply place this on the posterior aspect of the elbow. The Motion Arms are not side specific, so the left or right will be determined by the side of amputation of your user and where we install that lift tab. So as we're looking at this elbow from the humeral section and working our way distal, we do have our lamination collar and our friction band here. This is going to allow us to attach this to the socket and also give us that humeral rotation that we need. It's important to note in the box you will get this plastic lamination collar. This is for your diagnostic setup, getting everything set up on the user. Not waterproof submersible at this point. When you are ready to definitively finish that prosthesis, that's when you will implement our definitive lamination collar, which will make the whole entire elbow submersible. If you look up here in the humeral section, this is where we're going to connect everything. This is what we call our input manifold here. And again, it's labeled really nicely. We do ask that you use some of the dielectric grease that comes with the Motion Arm. Again, just to help secure those connectors in there. Also, there are dummy plugs for the elbow that will come in the package. And we just ask that you use those. Again, it's going to make sure everything stays waterproof and sealed. Another thing I'd like to talk about the humeral section is the build height. Motion Arm is 1 3/4 build height, or 45 millimeters. The on-off switch for the Motion Arm is going to be right here in the cubital fold area. I'm going to go ahead and depress that button for 2 seconds. And you see my LEDs lit up, and I also heard an audible beep letting me know that the elbow has been turned on. The on-off switch here, I can also touch this at any time to get a reading of my battery level. This is actually a gauge. Each one of these LEDs is going to account for 20% of my battery capacity. When the system gets down to 20% battery, it's going to beep and alert you every 5 minutes, and then again as it gets down to 15%. If I turn this elbow over and we look at the ulnar side of the elbow, you're going to see some wing nuts here. This is our automatic forearm balance, right? It's going to help give us that flexion assistance we need. Sometimes we have electric wrist rotators, heavier terminal devices, right? Switching from something like an ETD to a large Tasca is going to be a big weight discrepancy. So we want to make sure that the user has all the tools in that prosthesis to assist in that flexion and getting those terminal devices into that work envelope and where they need to be. Now that we've talked about the general features of the Motion Arm, let's talk about some of the specific features in each model. So let's talk about the Motion Arm ML, or manually locking elbow. The lock-unlock cable is going to be here on the anterior aspect of the elbow. And just how we'd expect it to work with a manually locking elbow, We're going to give it that shoulder depression, extension, and some abduction, right? We're going to get that nice lock. Again, we're going to repeat that motion, and that's going to unlock the elbow, okay? All the motion arm MLs are going to come already with an installed Spectra cable into that lock unlock assembly. We do expect over time, normal wear and tear, normal usage. These will wear down over time and need replaced. We've made that very simple for you. Simply pop out the two Phillips head screws here, remove that lock, unlock assembly cover plate, and just follow the instructions in the process manual. The Motion Arm ML is meant to be a simple, lightweight, cost-effective solution for your users out there. There is no user interface needed to program this, this model of the elbow. All of the programming and setup, and whether the user wants or needs sensory or audible feedback of the lock unlock, it's all going to be done using short and long depressions using this on-off switch here. And you can find those instructions in the process manual. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and let's transition back to the Motion Arm EL. Again, this is our electric locking elbow. Something you see on the posterior aspect of the Motion Arm EL is going to be also a manual lock unlock button. Okay, and I can simply slide it from left to right, and you can actually hear the beep and feel the mechanical lock locking. If you do run out of battery, it's a great option to be able to lock and unlock the elbow. Also, if the users maybe it's a new user, maybe they're having some trouble doing the lock unlock movement, also might be an easy way for them to reach over and lock and unlock the elbow manually. The Motion Arm electric locking elbow does have a user interface specifically designed for it. It is called the Motion Arm User Interface, or MAUI for short. It's going to allow you to go in and make several adjustments and really set up triggers for this elbow. Several triggers available for lock and unlock for this elbow, and we can set those up however we want. Co-contract, we still have a hold steady, but we have also added some new ones as far as open, close contractions. And we can also go in there and adjust gains, thresholds for those trigger points. So if you haven't yet, please download the MAUI app and go ahead, and there's a great tutorial to run through where you'll be able to see all of the adjustments that you're able to make. The Motion Arm does have several options for forearm length. 10 inches is going to be the standard. We also have a cutting tool available. You can order that and custom cut these to length in your office. Also, the longest we can make this is 12 inches, and we also can accommodate special short or extra short orders down to 8 inches. Keep in mind, if you're using one of our waterproof electric wrist rotators, the minimum forearm length for that would be 10 inches. Last thing I do want to say about the Motion Arm, again, in keeping with our waterproof, durable design of all our products, these do accept electric wrist rotators. When you do order a wrist rotator, we can install a Pro Wrist into this elbow. So that concludes our quick overview of the Motion Arm ML and EL models. Please visit philauer.com. You can go to our website, you can request demos, you can also download all sorts of information, and you can reach out to us for any of those coding or reimbursement questions. Thank you.